Welcome back to another episode. Kevin and Ryan here with Chaos MMA, and today we have on for the very first time Raufeon Stots. Raufeon, how are you doing? And first off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, man. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Got Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, so it's a good time. Good time.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah. So how are you feeling now? Though, like a little, like a week after the fight, how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling pretty good. It was. I feel like the fight went pretty good. It was a tough opponent, but I pretty much did what I was supposed to do. I came out injury free and kind of ready for the next one. So
Definitely.
feeling
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
So it seemed like in the last round, your cardio was looking better, and that you could have even gone more than 3 rounds. Uh, was that part of the game to get him to the third round and try to get him tired?
I think that's one of my weapons. My cardio is one of my weapons. So definitely every fight, I'm looking to apply the pressure and kind of break them in those final rounds. So I feel like if I have more rounds, like if I was in a 5 round fight, that's what
Yeah.
I'm preparing for. I feel like I'll shine even more, given those championship rounds.
Yeah, and do you think the constant leg kicks also affected like how he started to slow down?
Yeah, definitely, and that was some part of the game plan going in. I seen he's very well, very good on his feet. But I
Hmm.
seen that he hasn't checked a lot of leg kicks in Bellator. So that I knew going in that if I get to the leg kicks and the opponents that he had, they didn't really like throw the leg kicks with intent, and I know um, from my coach Duke Rufus, how to throw leg kicks if that's one thing I know. So
Yeah.
I was definitely one of the weapons.
I saw on your manager, he posted on Instagram, you and him, you're both managed by the same guy, and he had a post about it. Now, did that affect you at all, fighting someone managed under the same guy, or no? That doesn't really affect you as much.
I mean, it doesn't affect me as much because we don't really train together,
Yeah.
and we haven't trained together, and I've never met him. But from afar, knowing that he was managed by Brian, all that. I mean, it tells me a little bit about his character. I feel like Keith Lee. I see a lot of myself in Keith Lee, and I was able to I'm able to relate a lot. I feel like Keith Lee is a younger version of me,
Okay.
so it just for the most part it didn't really matter. But I definitely feel like Keith Lee is probably one of my most like it was the hardest for me to get up to fight because I feel like I respect a lot of things he does.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was certainly a great fight, but another thing I wanted to ask you about that fight, well, you had 3 fights this year and in Bellator, and how was it fighting with no fans? You see some instances where the fighter says, "Oh, I enjoyed no fans because you don't feel as much pressure. You can hear the commentary and you can even hear the other person's corner, and that can help you sometimes," they said. But do you enjoy that more, or do you like more fans?
Seeing the fans during my fight when we had fans. So the biggest thing for me is like after the fight, I usually go out, meet some people. But as far as like during the fight, it doesn't change anything for me.
Okay. And now, does going walking out with no fans, do you have less nerves because of that, or no? No matter what, you're going in the octagon to fight someone that wants to take your head off. Does that change at all, or no?
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not fighting the fans. They don't.
Yeah.
The fans literally have nothing to do with my. I feel like the dangers I have stepping into the cage. So yeah, it definitely doesn't add anything or take anything away from me personally. I don't feel.
Okay. And now, so you fought on such a big Bellator card, and you opened up the main card. How did that all feel for you?
Ah man, it feels good, man. Just feels like they see potential in me, and they feel like I'm an exciting fighter, because there's a lot of fights they could have picked to bring up to the main card, and and we were one of them. So yeah, it just feels good.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah. So what's next for you? When are you looking to fight again? Are you looking to return before 2020 or like early 2021?
So they have the only scheduled event they have going forward, I think, is on the 10th, December 10th.
Okay.
So if they like offer me something for December 10th, and if I'm in striking range after
Mm.
Thanksgiving, I might I'd be open to step up, but more than likely I'm looking to start 2020 maybe fighting in January or February. So hopefully
Yeah.
late
So you
January, early February.
Okay.
yeah. So you already have 3 wins this year. You're a pretty active fighter. Is being an active fighter something you want to continue in 2021?
Yeah, definitely. That I feel like that's one come out. I don't come out with a lot of damage. I'm usually I'm either durable or good enough to not take a lot of damage during my
Yeah.
fights. So that's something I definitely like doing. I like fighting a lot. It makes it easy to train. I train year round anyway, so I'm always ready. So it just
All
makes
right.
sense to do.
Yeah. So what's next for you though, opponent wise? Do you have any specific opponent on your mind? Because I saw after your post fight interview, you said a few names. You have anyone else you want to fight at now or no?
Not really. It's kind of whoever they want to give me. I know for sure that I'm probably in the title picture. My teammate Sergio Pettis is likely fighting for the belt next. So I'm pretty much looking to pretty much clean the division out until I get a title fight. So any of those top names that'll get me closer to the title picture. Um, that's who I'm looking to fight.
Yeah,
It
Sergio.
doesn't really matter who.
Okay, yeah, you just want to get right in there and just fight, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And now speaking of Sergio Pettis, your teammate, like you said, he's most likely next for the belt. Now, say he gets the belt and you clean out the division below him. How would that be for fighting a teammate like Sergio Pettis? Would that affect you at all, or you just got to fight it, get over it, and then your friends
Yeah,
after?
me and Sergio is a professional. He's been in the game longer than I have,
Yeah.
even though he's younger than me. So he's a professional. We actually talked about it. I probably train. We probably train together, changing our relationship. Us fight each other. But the only way I fight him if it was for belt, if something was online, kind of help feed my family and stuff. That's the only way I would need to fight him. You know what I mean? So otherwise, I fight everybody else. But if they would offer me a title fight, we fight each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, how much do you guys train with each other? Like, are you guys sparring each other a lot? Because, like, say you fought, would you guys be like very familiar with your styles? You think?
Oh, we'd be very familiar because we're like our main training partners.
Okay.
Rufus Sport, we don't have a lot of teammates. So pretty much every one of Sergio's fights, I've I've been um I've been his training partner.
Okay.
So another thing goes with that too. Like at Rufus Sport, like we're kind of like we're always helping the next guy, whoever has the fight,
Yeah.
because because we're such a small team, we have to like emulate other fighters, probably not fight like ourselves a lot of times, to kind of like emulate having a lot of people in the room, or a specific style for whoever has a fight coming up, because we don't have a wide array of training partners.
Yeah.
So a lot of times us sparring, it's not like me sparring Sergio, it's me or Sergio sparring me as his next opponent, you know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I was the last dude for him, and I was the dude before for him, so we're familiar with each other, and we're definitely going to do things, but I think it'd be pretty good fight.
Yeah. Definitely. I would love to see it, even though you guys are teammates, but I still.
Yeah. Just want to ask you, who is your GOAT of the sport of MMA? We ask our fighters this every time. Who do you think is the GOAT? And if you can't think of one, name your top three at least.
My goat for sure is Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
um Hands down, I think Demetrius Johnson, I think he had the longest title reign ever. He seems like the most well-rounded fighter to me, so that's my goat.
Okay.
And what about 2 and 3? Who do you put there?
2 and 3, I'd probably say GSP, and then uh John Jones.
John Jones. Yeah.
All right. It's a solid list right there. All right, and one more thing we like to do with our fighters, we like to ask them a random question. What is your
Yep.
favorite cheat meal? Like it could be before fight, after fight, during training camp. What's your
Yep.
favorite cheat meal? What's your go-to?
Yeah, my go-to after fight would definitely be jambalaya, some rice Creole seasoning with some sausage, and andouille sausage, some chicken and shrimp and all the whole
Whole
shebang.
thing.
Yep, that's my after cheat meal. After
All right,
fight
awesome.
cheat meal.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was great speaking with you. If you want to thank any sponsors, shout out any social media, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Shout out, or you can follow me on my Instagram at Raufeon Stots, one word. Facebook Raufeon Stots, two word. Twitter Raufeon Stots, one word. Um, and then I would like to thank my sponsors, J Kurtz Painting, BB Roofing, Twin J Fight Team, and who else? Third Carol's T-shirts.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
All
man,
right. Well,
thank
thank you
you
so
so
much
much.
for coming on, man.
Good luck in your next fight, man. Sorry about the
Thanks, man.
technical difficulties, though. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
All right, man. Have a good
No
one.
worries.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
Everyone,
you too.
I appreciate it.